I set out to build an impenetrable fortress in Minecraft. Hopefully this will be strong enough to keep out someone who's even worse at Minecraft than me. It turned out, well, I'm not going to spoil the video. Alright, this is probably as flat as it's going to be. You know, we can make it flatter. Basically, the plan for this wall is that there's going to be an outer layer of, just regular stone, and then the inner layer is going to be obsidian, but there's going to be 3 levels of obsidian, and you'll notice this gap here. That's lava. That's where lava's supposed to be. So I just made one big obsidian cube, filled in the lava layers where the walls would be, and then had some big airspace where, all the internal stuff within the walls are. I think it'd be beneficial if we had some sort of moat around. This gets all of it. I added soul sand for the floors of the walls. This was supposed to give me, a soul speed advantage over any intruders, but for some reason I gave that up and gave soul speed to, my enemy. We'll get to that later. I would spend around I don't know, 10 to 30 minutes working on these TNT cannons. The most annoying part was having to align them all so they fit perfectly on the wall. And that is the final one. Just look at it. Perfection. Now I just gotta do all this over on the other side. So I did that, and I made some tower in the corners of the interior so that I can get up and down the wall. So I'm just gonna spawn a bunch of zombies in with enchanted diamond armor and call it a day. I just realized I'm gonna be even more evil. They're not just gonna be regular zombies, no. They're gonna be baby zombies. Bad news. Turns out the enchantments aren't working, but I guess that's the trade-off for them being babies. I added a net to prevent people from just flying in with elytra. In retrospect, I probably could have had some greater anti-air defense system, with fireworks, but I could have done a lot of things better in retrospect. I decided to build a wall within the wall, and on top of it there's magma blocks and dripstone so that people can't just climb over it. And then within that within the wall, there is a wall of cactus, and within that wall of cactus there is wither roses. And within that wall of cactus, within the second wall of obsidian, within the greater wall that encompasses the whole region, I was gonna put a minefield. And now, a word from our sponsor.
I am Steve Baseball Man, and telling you to join the British Empire because it's so good. Cheers, buddy!
And now, back to the show. And that was probably my biggest mistake and waste of time. I constantly had to deal with the mines blowing up prematurely and all that stuff. Oh, and there's gas, by the way. Don't worry about them, I got rid of them in the end. My first idea for the minefield was just put a bunch of pressure plates on every single block within the hedge of wither roses, but that didn't work because, it'd be too obvious. So I decided I'd just put some TNT minecarts next to some skulk sensors. Those turned out to be way too sensitive, so I decided I just do regular TNT. But I got too lazy and I decided to just use the world edit to randomly put the skulk sensors and the TNT within the dirt. Oh no! It's all gone! And I'm too lazy to fix it! I eventually did fix it, you know. It took a while. I had to manually place the TNT traps, and that's pretty much it. All the stuff you saw, that is what I am using to defend myself from an invader. See you then.